I think what's most exciting is I don't believe there's ever been a better time to build if you are someone who's gritty, resilient, intellectually curious, willing to try out new tools, speak to as many people about what's working, what's not, experiment yourself, all of those kinds of things. There's never been more resources for entrepreneurs to leverage that can help them find scale. Hi, my name is Kirk Simpson. I'm the co-founder of Wave previously, and now the co-founder and exec chair of a company called Courtyard. I think the first thing to note is that every single founding team is going to make a ton of mistakes along the way. That's part of the journey. And I think it's how we react to those mistakes, how we learn from them, adapt our playbook from them, get smarter through the process, keep surrounding ourselves with people that can help us on the journey. I think that's the key to scaling a business. The journey for finding product market fit is what we're all chasing. I think for every company, that journey is going to be really unique. The key to it is obviously trying to get as much customer feedback through the process. So whether or not it's creating a new startup or trying to get your startup to work in a new market, I think the key is obviously speak to as many potential customers as possible, truly understand their pain points, take them through potential solutions and see how they're resonating with it, and then adapt really quickly to that feedback. I think you've got to have something that stands out to that market that is unique and differentiated. Let's take the Wave example. We were moving into a market that was really dominated by QuickBooks and Xero and those kinds of companies. And the unique difference that we had was sort of twofold. One is we built a new model where we gave away the software for free and charged for other services. And that was really unique and gave us an opportunity to sort of stand out to potential customers. But the second was our intuition was that a lot of those tools were built for accountants. And we really wanted to build a tool for the small business owner themselves. So I think it's a good example of where, our unique offering was we were going to go at sort of a new segment and we were going to price it in a way that was really unique in the market. And suddenly we got to a place where we were signing up thousands of small business owners every day. Well, I think at the end of the day, what every entrepreneur is kind of chasing is partly the adrenaline of being on the ride and trying to do something unique and different. And so really, at the end of the day, entrepreneurial success is all about whether or not you feel fulfilled in what you're doing. Like you're in the right place at the right time with the right people, taking on something challenging. Canada has a number of advantages and some disadvantages, probably like every market. When you think about the disadvantages of the Valley, it's, hyper competitive, really hard to get and retain talent, hard to stand out from the crowd, all of these kinds of things. Whereas when you look here, we've got some great advantages. We've got great people, very talented people, lots of engineers, et cetera, coming out of great universities. So there's a real talent base to pull from. I think the market is changing, thankfully, but previously, if you were looking for more senior talent, you would not find as many people, certainly as you would in the Valley, who had done this before, who could walk in the door and say, I've got the playbook on how to do this. You had to sort of learn together, and that can be costly, and it's certainly not as efficient as you would like. I think what's most exciting is I don't believe there's ever been a better time to build if you are someone who's gritty, resilient, intellectually curious, willing to try out new tools, speak to as many people about what's working, what's not, experiment yourself, all of those kinds of things. There's never been more resources for entrepreneurs to leverage that can help them find scale. And so I don't think it's been a better time. And I think the more we can embrace that, be excited about it, understand that what's in front of us is exciting, the better, because that will allow us to get entrepreneurs into the game and really helping to drive our economy forward.